United Nations International Women's Day is a day for honoring the accomplishments of the women the world over. So we at the International Women's Meditation Center decided to establish an award honoring the accomplishments of Buddhist women. That award is known as the Outstanding Women in Buddhist Award. In the year 2009, this activity was held in Bangkok, Thailand at the Association for the Promotion of the Status of Women. I am Bhikkhuni Dr. Lee, and I am very proud to present to you the following biographies of the award recipients of 2009. Bhikkhuni Nantiyani of Thailand. Bhikkhuni Nantiyani is the abbess of Nirotaram Temple in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Her women's-only environment is full of bhikkhunis and samonaries who have developed loving kindness and compassion. She is raising the role and status of Thai women in the north of Thailand, an area infamous for sex trade. She is also successfully working with a fourfold Sangha in her community. Bhikkhuni Nantiyani teaches Dhamma that really helps women to improve their lives and realize their duty and role in society. Her novices are prepared with their chanting book and have created a small Dhamma booklet series on diverse Dhamma topics. Bhikkhuni Nantiyani teaches her monastics to keep the temple clean, and they are to keep the property of the temple clean as it is the property of the Buddha. She and her disciples respect and strictly follow the rules of the Buddha. Bhikkhuni Dr. Panyawati, United States of America. Bhikkhuni Dr. Panyawati is the co-abbot and spiritual director and founder of Embracing Simplicity Hermitage and the abbess of Xuan Fa Temple. An American Buddhist monk, she ordained in both the Theravada and Mahayana Chan lineages. She is a former Christian pastor, Taoist monk, and an initiated yogi. She has a master's degree in education, a master's degree in business, and a doctoral degree in religion. Bhikkhuni Panyawati is an advocate for women's and children's rights in the international society as well. Equality and respect for females in the Buddhist monastic life, and she stands for the eradication of racial and socio-economic abuses in America. Both male and female monastics and Dhamma teachers reside at Embracing Simplicity Hermitage, which operates a homeless shelter for teenage males on the premises, a residential high school diploma program, and training for disadvantaged youth aged 16 to 24, as well as a residential training program for teenage females with children. Through interfaith and community collaboration, the Hermitage is also spearheading development in the city, building 16 houses for low-income families, and has received approval from the North Carolina Board of Governors to submit their curriculum to offer a master's degree in Buddhist psychology. Mei-Chi Brigitte Schrotenbacher of Austria. In April 1989, Mei-Chi Brigitte Schrotenbacher went to her first meditation retreat in Thailand. During 2 months of intensive practice, she gained some insight into the unsatisfactory, impermanent, and non-self nature of body and mind. This changed her life. Now for decades, Mei-Chi Brigitte has lived in Thailand and practiced intensive meditation with distinguished bhikkhus. She is a meditation master and Dhamma teacher of Thais and international students. She lives on alms foods and donations from Dhamma teachings, which sustain her, as well as 60 other Mei-Chis. Since 2002, she has been touring Europe annually, offering Dhamma teachings in many countries, and returning with offerings for Thai Mei-Chis and social service projects in Thailand. Mei-Chi Brigitte gives necessary items to the poorest of the region, supports the Thammakabok drug withdrawal temple of Suraburi, helps support the AIDS temple in Lopburi, and built houses for 4 families of tsunami victims on Lanta Island. Dhamma Moli Project of Nepal. The Dhamma Moli Project receives Nepalese girls into a women's monastic environment for training and education. The girls are at risk as their parents might sell them into prostitution. Some of these girls will continue in a Buddhist monastic life and some will not, according to their choice. At least they become educated in the Buddha's teaching and hopefully reduce the rampant sex, slavery, prostitution epidemic and spread of HIV/AIDS. Bhikkhuni Dr. Dhamma Vichaya of Nepal and Bhikkhuni Dr. Moli of Burma created this center and have made it their life work to help these young girls. Their monastic school in Kathmandu, Nepal, helps girls at risk. Also, they travel into the countryside to educate the populace as to not sell their daughters. As of August 1st, 2007, the Dhammamoli project officially began operating as an affiliate under the umbrella of the Buddhist Peace Fellowship, 501c3 nonprofit status USA. All donations to help the Dhammamoli project therefore should be made through Buddhist Peace Fellowship and are fully tax deductible. In order to raise funds for their project, these two bhikkhunis travel to the USA and teach Buddhism at universities. For example, at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles, California, and the University of Dayton. They return to Nepal with funds to continue to build their school and care for the girls. Bhikkhuni Punsiriwara of Thailand. Independent and adventurous, adeptly described Bhikkhuni Punsiriwara, who after graduating from Thammasat University in Thailand, went on to the USA to work and study for her master's degree. Eventually she married there and bore 2 children, a girl and a boy. Yet she felt that something was missing. A deep integration began when she listened to Dhamma teachings and practiced Vipassana meditation at a Thai temple in St. Louis, Missouri. She felt as if she were coming home. After 26 years living in the USA, she decided to return to her homeland of Thailand. She ordained as a samaneri and then as a bhikkhuni, and she found a deep purpose in life in serving Buddhism. Now she is building meditation retreat center and a Dhamma training center for youths. A dream is coming true as she builds Swan Siri Dhamma Center in Chachoengsao Province, Thailand. Bhikkhuni Punsiriwara teaches that women have a lot to contribute to society if we can transcend cultural barriers. We can work together in a network to support female ordination and to serve society. Lama Tsultrim Alone of the United States of America. Lama Alone was one of the first American women to be ordained as a Tibetan nun in 1970 by the 16th Karmapa. She is the author of Women of Wisdom, a groundbreaking book on the lives of great Tibetan women practitioners, as well as articles and audio programs on the sacred feminine and other Buddhist topics. After 4 years as a nun, she returned her monastic vows, married, and had 3 children. She has continued to practice, study, and teach for decades, earning a degree in Buddhist studies and women's studies from Antioch University. She writes, "We find conflict in so many places today, within ourselves, in relationships, between countries, and even in places we associated with peace, like the Himalayas. What is the solution? The Buddha teaches that violence leads to more violence. So how can we be actively engaged in change, yet not caught in patterns that perpetuate suffering? Meditation can create a working basis for changing the fundamental causes of suffering and moving towards natural liberation." Dr. Charika Marasinghe of Sri Lanka. Dr. Charika Marasinghe holds a Bachelor of Laws degree from the University of Colombo, Sri Lanka, and a Master of Letters and a Doctorate in Law from Oxford University, United Kingdom, specializing in international human rights law. She was a senior lecturer at the Faculty of Law, University of Colombo, a member of the National Child Protection Authority, and a trustee of the Vishva Nektan International Peace Center. Dr. Charika Marasinghe currently serves on the Executive Council of the Sarvodaya Movement, the largest NGO in Sri Lanka. She herself began the Sarvodaya's legal aid program and is well known internationally in the field of children's rights. She joined hands with Sensei Joan Hojetsu Hobrit of the Heart Circle Sangha of the USA, bringing psychotherapeutic counseling skills to paraprofessionals in Sri Lanka, who then counseled survivors of the tsunami disaster. Dr. Charika Marasinghe possesses decades of experience in human rights law. At present, she is a freelance human rights law consultant. Joan Hojetsu Hobrit of the United States of America. Joan Hojetsu Hobrit is a licensed social worker and holds a master's degree in business administration. Joan is a full-time psychotherapist with a private practice in New York City and in Montclair, New Jersey, USA. Joan helps families in conflict to find better ways to understand one another and communicate, and couples struggling with their relationship to find their way back to reconnection. She works with depressed or acting out teens and facilitates recovery from early and recent trauma. She reduces stress and anxiety, facilitates personal spiritual journeys, works with artists and writers, and coaches executives. Joan Hojetsu Hobrit is the leading teacher of the Heart Circle Sangha in Ridgewood, New Jersey, USA, and offers ongoing meditation, conducts meditation retreats, teaches Zen workshops, and offers koan study. She is also the co-author of the Psycho-Spiritual Healing Project, a continuing joint project of the Heart Circle Sangha and Sarvodaya in Sri Lanka to bring counseling skills to local paraprofessionals following the tsunami of 2004. Joan leads a team of American psychotherapists who travel to Sri Lanka to teach psychotherapeutic counseling skills. Sensei Joan Hojetsu Hobrit was formerly a business executive. Carol Gancho O'Dowd of the United States of America. A wife, mother, and city manager decided to change her life. Now her ordained name Gancho means constantly learning. How does she as a Western Caucasian female teacher fare in an American congregation that is 60% Asian? It's simple. She teaches Buddhism in English. The real barrier worldwide is the discrimination against women, and Sensei Carol Gancho O'Dowd is one of a handful of women clergy in the Buddhist Churches of America, a network of 60 Buddhist Jodo Shinshu Japanese temples. Gancho has even established a Buddhist women's association to honor the women who have been the kitchen ladies, quietly serving the temples for years. Sensei Gancho's passion is the community, helping everyone tap into the spirit of the community. And this passion Carol also had when she served as the city manager of 3 U.S. cities, Morrison, Snowmass, and Aspen, all in Colorado. She engages in intra and interfaith dialogues and is also a member of the Colorado Association of Psychotherapists. As minister of the Longmont Buddhist Temple and assistant minister of the Tri-State Denver Buddhist Temple, her Buddhist services involve meditation, the burning of incense, a sermon, songs, an altar, and statues. Sensei Gancho emphasizes the importance of posture, leaning back, resting on the past, leaning forward, anticipating the future. She tells her students, stand straight with dignity in the here and now, with wisdom and compassion. Bhikkhuni Kamatana of Taiwan and Cambodia. Bhikkhuni Kamatana is the founder and abbess of Panya Vihara, which is located outside of Phnom Penh, Cambodia. In residence are 13 bhikkhunis, 11 seminaries, and 10 to 20 lay people. Their meditation hall is large and beautiful, Their dormitories are very simple. Wooden beds with a bedroll, a mosquito net, a pillow, and a box underneath for storage. The meeting room, kitchen, and dining hall are equally simple. They practice meditation and yoga and have a formal practice from 3 to 6 a.m., 8 to 10:30 a.m. in the afternoon, followed by a Dhamma talk, and then they practice until 9 p.m. when they sleep. They study Pali on Tuesday and Friday afternoons. They are in the process of developing a Buddhist educational system for Cambodians in conjunction with the head of the Sangha and the Ministry of Culture and Religion. They have a building under construction for teaching students from junior high school to university age. Mechi Chujai Patumwan of Thailand. Mechi Chujai Patumwan was born on July 22, 1962 in Kanchanaburi, Thailand. A Mechi for decades, she practices and teaches Vipassana meditation. Mechi Chujai Patumwan holds a bachelor's degree in early childhood education and a master's degree in curriculum development and educational administration. Her work experiences include teaching morals and ethics in the Thai countryside, teaching occupational education to housewives and teenagers, and administering the early childhood center of Bunsi Monigon Temple. Currently, she is the abbess of the Ratanapai Bun Meditation Center in Bangkok. Mechi Chujai also directs the Early Childhood Development Center of the Thai Mechi Institute in Buriram and Bangkok. In addition, she teaches at the Occupational College of Bangkok. Mechi Nalinrat Sutitamwit of Thailand. Mechi Nalinrat Sutitamwit's goal in life is to promote the continuation of Buddhism. This continuation of Buddhism she encourages through development of the human heart. A nun of decades, she ordained in her youth. She practiced meditation intensively and now is an adept meditation master. Through teaching meditation, she assists monastics on the path and all human beings towards happiness and enlightenment. Her offerings of educational scholarships to monastics and the community display her compassion. The blessings of her practice manifest in her students and at her temple in Chonburi, Thailand. She built her own temple, which is elegant and expansive. Buddha Sawika Temple is also known as the Daughter of the Buddha Temple. For excellence in meditation and countless acts of compassion, Mechi Nalandrat Sutitam is honored as an outstanding woman in Buddhism in 2009. Rinchen Kando Chogyal of India. Rinchen Kando Chogyal was born in Tibet and has lived in exile since the 1960s. She has dedicated herself to the Tibetan cause and has traveled throughout the world, advocating for the preservation of Tibetan culture. She has helped exiled Tibetans by focusing on education, improving conditions for the elderly and the poor, and in the development of religious studies for women. While president of the Tibetan Women's Association, she founded the Tibetan Nuns Project, which has built nunneries to provide education and take care of nuns who have escaped from Tibet. She also had 2 terms as the Minister of Education in the exiled government. She is dedicated to giving practical help to the exiled community and has a determination to do what she can in exile. As the director of the Tibetan Nuns Project, she started the project when a group of 66 refugee nuns appeared overnight on the streets of Dharamsala, India. They had been on a 2-year pilgrimage from eastern Tibet that ended in a journey over the Himalayas. Ill and exhausted, they had nowhere to go. The Tibetan Women's Association organized emergency assistance to provide for their basic needs, and the Nuns Project became active in finding a long-term solution to the problem of how to secure housing, medical care, and most importantly, education for the refugee nuns. The project created a sponsorship project reaching out to individuals around the world. Bhikshuni Chao Hui Shi of Burma and Taiwan. Bhikshuni Chao Wei-shi was born in Yangon City, Burma in 1965. She moved to Taiwan when she was 8 years old. She completed high school with honors and was the valedictorian of her class. She attended Taiwan International Normal University and ordained. Bhikshuni Chao Wei-shi began to teach Chinese and Buddhism in various colleges and also religious studies at Xuanchang University, where she is currently a professor. In 2004, she founded a research center for applied ethics and now serves as the Dean of Graduate Studies at Hongshi Buddhist College. A leader of social movements at the national level, she promotes Kuan Yin statues and Wesak Day as a public holiday. As founder of the Life Conservationist Association, she lobbies for animal rights legislation and is the author of numerous manuscripts on nature conservation. Bhikshuni Chao Wei-shi lobbied His Holiness the Dalai Lama of Tibet for the full ordination of women monastics of the Vajrayana lineage, and she organized an event to formally abolish the 8 Garudhammas, gathering the fourfold Sangha to participate. An author of numerous books, more than 25, and over 40 research papers, Bhikshuni Chao Wei-shi received the 48th Chinese Literature and Arts Medal. Mahapajapati College of Thailand. Mahapajapati Gotami was the first bhikkhuni of Buddhism. After 300 years of Meishes in Thailand, now the role and status of Meishes is beginning to improve greatly as women now have access to higher education. Meishes and lay women graduates of Mahapajapati Gotami College are now becoming elementary and high school teachers, government employees, and Dharma teachers. This was the dream of Mechi Kunyin Kanita Wichancharan. This dream came to fruition through the wisdom and compassion of Dr. Satira Wichentranonda, the Thai Mechi Institute, and the Thai Ministry of Education, as well as the help of Thai bhikkhus and the community at large. After 15 years, the project is now complete with educational services and many community outreach programs. Dr. Grisadawan Hongla of Thailand. Associate Professor Dr. Grisadawan Hongla is an expert on Tibet, having authored numerous articles, papers, monographs, and books. Also, her research on Tibetan linguistics and the anthropology of Tibet has been sponsored by numerous distinguished foundations. Her book, At Earth Dust, describes her pilgrimage of prostration in Tibet. 5 months after her pilgrimage, she resigned from her prestigious academic career at Thailand's leading university, Chulalongkorn University, to dedicate the rest of her life to spiritual practice. Now Dr. Grisadawan is president of the Thousand Stars Foundation, which was established in 2004. It aims to promote the ancient wisdom and culture of Tibet. She is introducing Vajrayana Buddhism to Thailand and has organized 25 academic seminars and lectures, as well as 10 empowerment rituals performed by lamas and rinpoches from Tibet. Dr. Grisadawan also supports the education of Tibetan Buddhist nuns. In the past decade, she has been in and out of Tibet over 40 times. Dr. Grisadawan's next project is building a great stupa to Tara, the female bodhisattva, on 10.5 hectares of land in Hua Hin, Thailand. Here she is creating the Kandirawana Retreat Center. Dr. Grisadawan is pioneering the introduction of Vajrayana Buddhism in Thailand. Dr. Janice Willis of the United States of America. Dr. Janice Willis is a professor of religion at Wesleyan University, USA. She is one of America's earliest scholar practitioners of Tibetan Buddhism. She has published numerous essays and articles on Buddhist meditation, Hagiography, Women and Buddhism and Race. She has authored numerous books. Particularly of note is her book, Dreaming Me, an African-American Baptist Buddhist journey. Willis grew up in Docena, Alabama, a small mining town just outside of Birmingham, which she described as the most segregated city in America at the time. Her father, a steelworker, was deacon at a Baptist church, which the family attended. Racism was palpable during her childhood, she said, and hate crimes against blacks, including children, were common. Willis experienced this firsthand when a burning cross was planted on the lawn of her family's home. You may read more of her experiences in Dreaming Me, her book. Dr. Professor Jan Willis received her BA and MA in philosophy from Cornell University and her PhD in Indic and Buddhist studies at Columbia University. She is a professor of religion at Wesleyan University and has studied with Tibetan Buddhists in India, Nepal, Switzerland, and the United States for decades, and also has taught about Buddhism for many decades. She is the author of The Diamond Light, an Introduction to Tibetan Buddhist Meditation, On Knowing Reality, the Tattvartha chapter of Asanka's Bodhisattva Bhumi, and Enlightened Beings, Life Stories from the Ganden Oral Tradition, as well as being editor of Feminine Ground, Essays on Women and Tibet in 1989. In addition to all of her Buddhist pursuits, she notes that she also enjoys to watch NFL football. Susan Pembroke of the United States of America. Susan Pembroke works as a psychotherapist and is also the founder and guiding teacher of Insight Meditation of Ventura, California. When she teaches Vipassana meditation, she does so without any rituals, meditation, and just a Dhamma talk followed by discussion. Susan Pembroke began meditating in 1986 and has studied with a number of teachers within the Buddhist Theravada tradition. She was drawn to the jhanas, states of concentration, and studied these meditative absorptions with Ayakema. Susan Pembroke established the Alliance for Bhikkhunis to support Theravada monastic women in the United States and abroad who are fully ordained or seeking ordination. She writes, "In protecting Bhikkhunis, we protect ourselves and future generations." She also notes that one of her teachers, Ayakema's, enduring concerns was the revival and support of the Bhikkhuni Sangha. Thus, the Alliance for Bhikkhunis is a continuation of her efforts, and heading the AFB is Susan's way of showing gratitude to her teacher, Ayakema, and honoring her memory. Odom van Savorn of Cambodia. Odom van Savorn is a Cambodian peace activist, meditation teacher, and peace educator of great commitment over many years. Savorn has worked on the Cambodian Dhammayatra Peace Walk ever since 1994, first under the direction of Bhikkhu Samdet Mahagosananda. After he passed away, Odom van Savorn has been the prime mover, administrator, fundraiser, and organizer. In addition, she teaches meditation to women and children in her home province of Bante Mienche and does peace education and nonviolence training. While she has worked for the most part in relative obscurity, not seeking notice for herself, Savorn was one of the 1,000 women nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006. Odom van Savorn says, Dhammayatra is not waiting for the next war to begin, but comes to spread information everywhere and to call all to a change of heart, a Khmer heart, a soft, kind, gentle heart. Rosana Tositrakul of Thailand. Senator Rosana Tositrikul serves Thai society through her sincerity, bravery, and excellent example for Thai women. She notes that practicing Buddhism is not only about philosophy or doing meditation, it is also the acts of compassion, courage, and understanding that people undertake to alleviate human suffering. Rosana develops her heart by working with the community. Particularly, she has encouraged Thai people to take care of their health and use self-reliant herbal medicines. Her support of people's movements and counter-corruption has empowered many and clarified numerous political issues. Amidst political turmoil, she has helped to steady a nation. She notes, having different convictions is not a problem. It becomes a problem when we try to force others to adopt our views. Her translation of Buddhist Dhamma books, one book each year, enriches the lives of Thai people. Senator Rosana Tositrikul is elevating the role and status of women by calling into question the predominant views of Thai men towards women, even in the parliament.